What's going on? Big A, the Manky Geek, coming at you with another video. It's Sunday, it's time for my pull list, where I let you know as to what comic books I got this week. But first, a little story. So on Wednesday, I was at work. It was my lunch break, so I went out to get my comics as usual. So, I left the office, went to the comic book store and that, had a bit of a brisk walk, had my headphones in, and I got to the comic book store, right? I walked down the stairs to kind of like the basement area where all the comics are. And someone said something to me, and I can't hear what they're saying because I've got my headphones in. So I take out my headphones and I go, sorry, what, mate? And then they say, are you Big A, the Manky Geek? And at that moment, I was shocked. Like, I didn't ever think I'd meet anyone in the comic book store who had seen one of my videos before. And it turns out that the guy's been subscribed for quite a while. Forgot to ask the dude for his name as well, man, so I could give him a shout out in the video. But if you're watching this, shout out to you. Cheers for like coming and saying hello and that. And obviously we had a little conversation about comics and whatnot, like what he got, what I was getting, and all that kind of stuff. But no, it was really cool meeting someone who viewed my content, and it was just like it was a strange experience, but it was a really good one as well. So if you do live in Manchester and like you end up seeing me in the comic book store, like don't be afraid to come and say hello. Like I'll gladly talk to you, kind of like no matter who you are. But yeah, shout out to the dude, and yeah, keep on watching, man. Nice one. But anyway, let's get into what comics I got this week. Super Sons, or more specifically, Adventures of the Super Sons. I was a big fan of Super Sons. I really enjoyed it. I'd been behind for a while until the other day when I actually got through Super Sons of Tomorrow and then all the other issues and then the finale. The finale wasn't that great. You can tell that they weren't given a lot of time to kind of come up with a story, so they just kind of redid the Kid Amazo thing. And it could have been better, but just the vibe of the book itself is just so good that yeah, I really enjoyed it. And this one continues directly after that. This is only a 12-issue maxi series, so it's probably going to take us up until the point before Jonathan left with Lois. And it makes me sad just because Super Sons I think it's underrated. I still think it's really underrated, but I kind of really enjoy it, man. But yeah, it's so good to have it back, even if it is for only 12 issues. Got Captain America. Now, this is a weird issue of Captain America because the main story beats are exactly what happened in the first issue. So it's just kind of like, you feel like you've read it before because you technically have. What it is Cap stops some terrorism going on. And then again, Thunderbolt Ross is like, yeah, we don't quite need your help with this. People don't really trust you. And then Steve is all like, oh, why don't people trust me? And Sharon Carter is like, well, they kind of do, but this situation, and I'm working with the government now, and blah, blah. So you can't really be involved with this, Steve. I still love you, blah, blah. And that's it. This is exactly what happened last issue. So I'm just kind of like, why are we doing this again? Shouldn't the story be moving forward? But at the very end of it, something happens in which I think it will move it forward, but there's no need for this issue to be an exact kind of story beat retread of the previous one. I really like the art. I think the art is dope. Yeah, I'm still kind of feeling it out a little bit. I want to see as to what they do, and I hope what they do is, well, really good. But yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider. The thing you've got to understand about Cosmic Ghost Rider is this Frank Castle isn't Frank Castle. This is Frank Castle after eons of kind of, being Cosmic Ghost Rider. He's not the same Frank Castle he was when he was the Punisher. He's completely different now, and he's kind of like super old, although he doesn't actually look super old, but he's like super old. He's been around for ages, kind of like wisecracky, drunkard kind of guy, and that's who this Frank Castle is. I wish he had a little bit more grit to him. I did think he was a little kind of almost Deadpool-esque in this issue. But I hope they can have fun with kind of this concept, because that's the whole point, you know what I mean? It's called Cosmic Ghost Rider. You're not expecting it to be like serious, but you're not expecting it to be a complete joke. What I want it to be is kind of like a roller coaster ride. and kind of with what happens at the end of the issue involving, I guess this is kind of a spoiler, but it's not, because I'm not going to tell you as to how it's different, but involving the Guardians of the Galaxy. I reckon it could end up being something quite good, but I hope it kind of becomes more focused. More focused is what I want in that. Art-wise, I'm completely happy. It's fine. There wasn't a lot of action in the issue. There was a lot of talking and a few like jokes here and there. Some of which worked, some of which didn't work. But I'm hoping that it can kind of get back on track and just zoom in on what it's all about, you know what I mean? Because otherwise, what's the point? Mr. Miracle. Now, there's only 2 issues of Mr. Miracle left, and it's not. There's been some standout issues with some great action and like some great panels and stuff like that, and some really interesting stuff. And I think the earlier issues have been the better issues, whereas these later issues, I think they've been good, but they've not quite been on par with the previous. There's been a lot of sitting down and talking. And you know what, it's all interesting stuff, I give it that, you know what I mean, it totally is. But we've got 2 issues left. Like, I want like a big ending. I'm not saying it needs to be like all out war, but it needs to be super interesting to really kind of like save it and put it on the map for me as something that was not just a cool experience, but a cool experience that paid off. Because otherwise, you know, it all looks great. It's all like greatly drawn and all that, and I really do appreciate it. But I just want it to up the ante, so when it gets to the final issue, it'll blow my mind. What I want is my mind to be blown. That's what I'm saying. I want them to blow my freaking mind. But like art-wise, still on point. The 9-panel thing, I love. I think it's dope. I don't think it's been done that well since like Watchmen. But yeah, I think it's wicked. Infinity Wars. I have no idea what to expect. I'm kind of confused about this whole kind of Infinity thing. I am not sure as to what it's leading to or where it's going, but I'll check out the first issue and see what it's saying. I don't know what to expect from it. I've not read it yet. So, I mean, Infinity Countdown was okay, I guess. But then again, it kind of was just a prelude to this. So it's just kind of like, why don't you just get straight into this then, rather than dilly-dallying about with like 5 issues of build-up. It's like, why do that? Just get right to the main menu, innit? Get right to the main course. What's with all the starters? I don't know what's with all the starters for. Give me the main kind of meal, the yakisoba, wagamama, you know what I mean? I don't want the little chicken dumplings to begin with. Just give me the main meal. That's what I feel like the whole kind of like Infinity Wars, Infinity Countdown thing is. Like, I think this is the main meal we're getting now, but there's all these starters, and it's like, stop with the starters, just get to the meat. But anyway, yeah, so I've got Super Sons, or The Adventures of Super Sons, Captain America, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Mr. Miracle, and Infinity Wars. Let me know as to what comic books you got this week, whether you liked, disliked what you got or I got. Stick around and watch another video if you want. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so YouTube can notify you as to when I put out a new video. Otherwise, I don't notify you and you don't know I put out a new video. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.